وقطاع الضيافة معني تماما بطموحات القطاع السياحي في الإمارات. ولتفاصيل أكبر حول واقع القطاع التقيت في وقت سابق السيد لوران فوافونيل الرئيس التنفيذي لشركة هوسبيتاليتي مانجمنت هولدينغز، وسألته أولا عن تقييمه للشهية الاستثمارية في قطاع الضيافة في 2015.
2015 is going to be a great year again for the hospitality industry. First of all, we have the goal of 2020, and let's not forget that all the projects which are already in the planning phase most probably will continue to be in 2015. So we will see a growth of the numbers of keys provided basically in the UAE and in Dubai, obviously, for 2015.
تتوقعون أن نشهد في عام 2015 توجه الاستثمارات في قطاع الضيافة إلى قطاعات معينة ضمن هذه الصناعة؟
Well, let's not only look at 2015, but let's look also globally up to 2020. According to the DTCM sources, we have 95,000 keys available today in Dubai. By 2020, we are looking at 160,000. Will the 160,000 will be made available by 2020? That's another discussions. But nevertheless, the projects are there and they are on the pipeline. Now, according to the same sources, 60% of the 65,000 additional keys will be in the 4- and 5-star segment. Now, will it give us an oversupply in that particular segment? Yes, most probably at some point of time it will. And especially if Dubai want to reach the target of 20 million visitors by 2020. We need obviously additional mid-market and budget hotel. If not, we will never reach the 20 million. You cannot have today 20 million visitors running an average rate of $249 year to date. That's simply too high.
ما هي التحديات التي تواجه المستثمرين الراغبين في الاستثمار في قطاع الضيافة اليوم؟
Well, it's not only a matter of competition. Competition is there and will always be there, and it's not going to get better. I think that you have two main concerns for any investors. First of all, the concern number one is the return on investment or return equities. However, two factors are extremely important. Number one is the price of the land. Based on the location, the price of the land can be extremely expensive. The second part is that based on the location of that land, what type of product would you like to put on this land? Will it be a 5-star hotel, 4-star, 3-star, or budget hotels? The second aspect is obviously the cost of constructions. The demand is there. The construction companies are absolutely extremely busy at the moment, and obviously it put additional pressure on the construction cost. Between the construction cost and the price of the land, it put pressure on the market, and therefore potentially may reduce a little bit, the investors' appetite for additional development. But I'm pretty sure that the authorities and DTCM, which are doing a great job, will definitely fix that up.
الإحصاءات تشير إلى أنه في 2014 تراجعت أعداد السياح القادمين من روسيا والدول المجاورة لأسباب معروفة. طبعا هذا شكل ضغطا على مستويات الإشغال. هل تتوقع المزيد من التراجع في مستويات الإشغال في 2015؟
Well, let me correct one information. Unless the latest data which came out are wrong, we did not see a drop of rates in Dubai. Actually, we saw a slight increase in the rate in Dubai. In 2013, Dubai's rate was at 888 dirhams, according to STR sources. We are at 911. So actually, the overall rate in Dubai went up. Is that exactly what DTCM had planned? Maybe not, because obviously if you want to attract, as I said, the 20 million, you need to drop your rate, and therefore you need to have more supply into the budget, service apartments, and also mid-scale, mid-market segment. And we did not see that. Now, obviously, as you said, the crisis in Russia and CIS is obviously impacted the business. But Dubai came out quite strong in 2014 because we only lost 1.2, I believe, percent of occupancies in the entire Dubai in 2014 versus 2013. So that means that Dubai has been able to recover from that loss quite well. Now, will it be the same in 2015? That's a different story. But at this point of time, who knows how long the crisis will last? Now, Dubai is very well equipped to fight that type of situations, but other Emirates are suffered actually much more than Dubai in 2014 due to that crisis.
هل تقول سيد وافونيل بأن دبي استطاعت أن تعوض تراجع نسب الإشغال بارتفاع أسعار الغرف الفندقية في 2014؟
Let's put it this way. Let's say that the RevPAR increased. The RevPAR, is calculated obviously by the average rate and the occupancies. And the RevPAR in Dubai overall slightly increased. So that means that it was offset by something. Okay, so we lost a little bit in the occupancy, but it was offset by the increase of the rate. Now, definitely with the Russian crisis / CIS, we don't know how long it's going to last, and unless you have a crystal ball and the future, it's going to be quite challenging. But like every single company, HMH is going to go after alternative sources, alternative markets, obviously such as India and Russia. Now. The issue, or not the issue, the situation with the Russian / CIS is that they are a global market. And global meanings that basically they are reaching every segment of the industry, from the top luxury to the very economic. Now, replace such a segment is going to be quite challenging, but again, every single company is working very, very hard to make 2015 a success anyway.